Hi, I'm not feeling the best today. I haven't been to sleep yet and it is 11:51, but I wanted to post some videos after the live streams I did this morning. So back to the story, where we left off is when the last investigators came in and I had 8 months of peace, and then it came back, and it came back with a vengeance. So this is going to be... Sorry, I had to get resituated. I'm so tired. But this is where it gets really rough to talk about, because at this point in time I was pregnant and I was scared and paranoid and just terrified of anything happening. So that wasn't comfortable either. But I was pregnant, and my fiance at the time, but my husband now, he was working all the time, and I was home alone, and I hated it. Oh God, I hated it. When it came back, it came back with a vengeance, like I said, and I hated being alone. I was walking into the kitchen one day, and a cup broke right at my feet, and when it broke, I mean, it was thrown at me, but it hit my feet, and I knew, I was like, I've got to get out. I'm pregnant. I can't deal with it. I'm not bringing a baby into this. So I left. I told my dad immediately after it happened, and he was like, all right, get your stuff and you can come stay with us. And I was so grateful. It really just took a world of pressure off of me. So me and my husband stayed with my dad for a little while. Some activity happened, but nothing compared to what it was up here. And that's when we decided to get help. So while I started reaching out to some investigators, since the first group didn't talk to me anymore, my in-laws decided to pay us a visit, and they came and stayed. So we came back up to my house. So while my husband was at work, we were all hanging out in the living room, and I had 2 big gallon jugs of water, and they were sitting on my table, and they flew up against the wall and exploded. Everybody in the house just jumped, and everybody was like, oh my God, what just happened? Because it was so loud, and me and my sister-in-law saw it happen, and we just stood there kind of frozen, like, what do we do? It's so hard trying to explain it to somebody, and then, you know, you're trying to calm everybody down while you're falling apart on the inside, and you lose all control. You can't fix it, and you feel hopeless. So I finally got a hold of another group shortly after my son was born, and they just weren't it. Just kind of disrespectful, not really in it. So they came in for the consultation, where I sat down and told them everything that I've experienced in the house, and they said, okay, we need you to sign a contract. And I was like, Then they started pointing a camera in my face, and it was really late at night. I had already taken off my makeup. I was like, come on, uncomfortable. And then they started talking about TV shows, and I was like, it was just wild. And they were talking so fast, and I just signed and dealt with whatever they were doing, because I just wanted help, no matter what. I don't care if I look ugly in front of everybody. Just help me. And they didn't. So they came in and started investigating. My husband and my son was down at my dad's, and I could just tell that something was off. Something just wasn't right with the group, and I just didn't feel like they had the right intentions. Trust your instincts when it comes to something like this. If something feels off, make them leave. It's your house. You can do that. All they did was come in. They didn't fix it. They stirred everything up and left. That was it. 2 days after they left, I was grabbed on the back of my neck, and it squeezed with such anger and such force that I thought somebody broke in my home was going to hurt me. Everything just kept getting worse, and thank God, you know, nothing ever happened to my son. Nothing ever was physical with him, and I thank God every day for that, because oh my God, I don't know what I'd do. I brought in another group after that, same thing. Treated my house like it was a Halloween attraction. They got their thrills and then they left. And I had to tell them to leave because they weren't taking it seriously and I had had enough. So, moral of the story today, trust your instinct, and if you decide to bring in a paranormal investigator, make sure they're legitimate and not a joke. So that's all I'm going to film today. I'm extremely exhausted and talking about this just drains me even more. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll post some more. We're now getting down to the nitty-gritty.